Welcome to Drew Pearson Live. I am the original number 88, Drew Pearson, and we've got a great show lined up for you today. We have our special guest from STI 740 here to talk about their program where teens make a sports and educational talk show. On the Dallas Movie Minute, Paul Salkin takes us inside the movie Unfinished Business, and we'll see his interview with the hilarious Dave Franco. And the lovely Dr. G, she's back here to help us tackle emotional eating. That's all coming up. But first, how about a little Dallas Cowboys news? The word out of Valley Ranch is that the Dallas Cowboys have used the franchise tag on Dez Bryant, giving him and the Cowboys until July 15th to work out a long-term deal. Dez has stated he would be disappointed if the franchise tag was placed on him, but the $13 million he'll be making in 2015 should ease that burden. The Cowboys have also signed wide receiver Cole Beasley to a 4-year, $13.6 million deal. Beasley played well down the stretch last season, piling up 9 catches in the Cowboys' regular season finale before grabbing another 11 balls over 2 playoff games. He proved security as a fleet-footed slot receiver, something Dallas has valued enough to keep him around for years to come. DeMarco Murray, well, he'll be allowed to test the free agent market. The idea is to see what offers he can get, then come back to the Cowboys to see if they can match that offer. Sportsweek is next, so stick around because Drew Pearson Live, wait a minute. Oh man, we started right about now. Hut, hut.
Pearson Live is brought to you by Whataburger. The chicken strip Monterey Melt is a brand new spin on legendary flavors. Get it while you can at Whataburger.
All right, welcome back to Drew Pearson Live, and we're joined at the sports desk. Of course, you recognize Doc, who's a regular on Drew Pearson Live, and you see these 2 young men sitting here. Well, they're from STI 740, and that's a sports and educational show on the radio, and these young men are the hosts of that show. We have JABARI Garrett. Raise your hand, JABARI. All right, welcome to the show. And also Isaac Cherry. He's a host of the show as well.
Hey, Mom.
So how'd you guys get into sports talk and have your own show? That's pretty cool at such a young age. Isaac, you're 14, and JABARI, you're 15. So how'd you get into such a young age and knowing that this is what you want to do?
I'd say I'd give props to my dad because it's actually a long story. We're talking about how my brother, he was smarter than me. And then,
okay.
So we had a lot of things, argue a lot, and my dad would say I'm smarter than him, back to back. So one time he saw that it was whoever he told was smarter, it hurt the other person's confidence.
Oh.
So one time I figured out, okay, if he's smarter than me, he's got me in that. Why not learn something that he's not going to learn because he's not interested in it, which is sports. So that's how I got into it.
Right on. And you, JABARI?
Basically, when I was like growing up, I just loved to play sports. Play football, basketball, soccer, baseball. And then, I like talking about it with my friends.
Yeah.
And then, his brother went to my school, and he just recognized I like talking about it, so he asked if I wanted to do a show. And I was like, yeah, I'm cool with it.
Why not, right?
Yeah.
Right now.
Great way to stay connected to it.
Yeah. Doc, you got a sports question for these guys?
Well, we were talking a little bit off the air earlier, and I was asking them what they thought about Dez Bryant and have the franchise tag put on him. So what do you guys think about that?
I think it could go either way. It could give, at the end of next season, we'll find out who has more leverage. Because if you franchise Dez but you sign Murray to a long, wealthy contract, what if Murray doesn't do good, but Dez does just as good as he did last year, broke the Cowboys record with 16 touchdowns?
Did he break my record? No.
That's impossible right now.
Michael Irvin's record.
So, if Murray doesn't do good and you got Dez playing all pro level,
right?
That's going to that can make Dez happy or mad, and he'll also have leverage in contract talks because Murray didn't do good. Dez did also good. And Dez going to be like, okay, you gave one guy a big contract last year was a fluke.
Yeah.
So we see how it is.
Yeah.
Dez will have more leverage because I'm going to do well every season. Consistent, 1,000 yards, 13 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
So I really think it's a huge risk or reward for the Cowboys.
Yeah, it is, and that's just the business side of the football business. Continuing on that, DeMarco Murray, I mean, had a great season, and for him not to be franchised or to be able now to sign a free agent contract with anybody, and I heard even today that the Philadelphia Eagles were interested in maybe signing since they let LaShawn McCoy go. What do you think about that situation, Jabari?
Well, Eagles letting LaShawn McCoy go, now that kind of surprised me. They came out of nowhere for me. Now, picking up DeMarco Murray would be like a great investment for their team because they're getting a great running back.
Right.
Not saying that LaShawn McCoy wasn't good, and he was, but they don't have him anymore.
Yeah.
So picking up DeMarco Murray would be it would be great for their team. Now, the Cowboys, I don't know, like how it's going on with their negotiating with Murray, or like how their salary cap is going on now. But if the Cowboys were able to pick up Murray, then that would be great for their team.
Yeah.
Now, I believe Murray wants to stay in Dallas. But, I mean, the money also comes with I mean, it's a business also with the love of the game.
Yeah, it's a tough deal for the Cowboys, right, Doc?
Yeah, and it sounds like Isaac thinks that the Cowboys are going to sign Murray.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're still up in the air. I don't think Murray's coming back. I think Murray's going to get an offer. I think he might come back to Dallas and ask them if they want to match it. But I think, if he gets 3 years, $21 million, I don't see any way in the world that the Cowboys are going to match that deal.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that their focus is going to be more on getting Dez a long-term deal before July 15th, before that deadline. But they say, the word is it's going to take somewhere between 40 and 60 million guaranteed to get Dez signed. And I think that's where the big holdup is.
Yeah.
So you have to factor that in. I don't expect to see DeMarco back. I know you and I we've been talking about this for a month now.
Yeah.
And but I think he's going to get an offer. I mean, the teams that are interested in him, Arizona, Indianapolis, Jacksonville. There's even some talk that Seattle is very interested in talking to him. If Lynch decides he is going to retire, which I'm not believing that either.
No, not yet. Well, Cole Beasley, he's from Little Elm and SMU. Nice deal for him. 4 years, $13 million. Huh?
Yeah.
You like Cole Beasley as a player?
Well, Cole Beasley, he's a great slot receiver for the Cowboys. I mean, he had a great year last year. He was very consistent, didn't drop any passes. So, I mean, the Cowboys signing him back was great. I mean, they signed back a great, consistent slot receiver.
Yeah.
So that could come up in great moments where they could get a matchup with the linebacker, and Cole Beasley can easily get out on a slant or something. So that would help easily for the team.
It certainly would. And every time, we've been talking only about the offense, Dez and Beasley and DeMarco Murray, but the real problems they have on this football team are on the defensive side of the football. So hopefully they'll be able to do some things on the defensive side through the draft and free agency to help shore up positions on that side, right?
Yes, because they still have to sign, really, I'm just going to say the whole defense, because the linebackers have to be resigned, Justin Durant, Bruce Carter, Rolando McClain, and we don't know how Sean Lee's going to pan out after his injury during the training camp. So I think they should restructure Sean Lee's contract since he got hurt, and then if he does well, then go ahead and give him his raise or restructure his contract to where it was before. But their defense really needs a lot of help. I think if they can sign a good defensive line, we'll really see how good our corners is.
Yeah. Do you guys play football?
Yes.
Not anymore.
Can you help us out, the Cowboys? Huh? Hut, suit up.
Money talks.
Hey, that's good stuff, guys. Jabari and Isaac from STI 740. Appreciate you guys taking the time to be with us, and continue success with your show, okay?
Yes.
And keep doing your thing, because you're doing it well.
Thank you.
All right. Up next, our Hail Mary Hero of the Week, and she's going to tell us all about the Samaritan Inn and the goal to help homeless, so stay tuned.